good? Who needs my attention over there? Anyways, at first I started off with some, nice, good old classic Overwatch, to which my stream got ended because, I would like to not comment, but I would let's just say my internet cut out horrendously, and hey, it all turned out good. I was able to rejoin the game after doing my best. Yeah, we couldn't win. The last thing you guys probably heard, pretty much, was me screaming how much I don't like that map. But it's okay. Anyways, we have commissions to do. let's not like
Hey.
Hello. Let's not pretend that I don't have commissions. Also, if I seem out of it, like I said, I played Overwatch the other day. Not exactly the best right now. But I think the game plan that I want to do is get commissions done and maybe story quests, because I've unlocked a few. Coming in wholly unprepared.
What are you doing? Oh. Commissions are so boring.
I know they are. I normally just breeze through them to get them over with.
But AO, the primos are worth it.
That's... yep. I probably could just skip through this. I know what she wants. She just wants me to, clean a statue. Because, that's my job. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't... let me just get the
only
user on my
commission is the ones where you have to kill a ruin guard.
Yeah,
there's still a long road.
I love ruin guards.
Ruin guards are good. Oh my god, he's... oh. What happened last time I was on? Ruin guards are great. Ruin hunters, though. Oh my god. I forgot,
adored MSM.
From whence you came!
No, my sword!
They're fun to kill.
Yeah, I guess that's one thing I do have to do. I'm currently, if we look at my adventure rank, I'm over 45. I just haven't done the Ascension domain. Do I have anything? No, I don't. That's because I maxed it out. It's been a second. Yeah. Pretty sure it's good, but let's see. Everyone good? It healed me up? It did. What are my other ones actually?
Who
Wait.
do you main?
Main? I would say Razor's pretty much, I'm gonna just go with Razor, even though the people, the top three here are the people I almost always have on my team. Razor's been a constant steady, though, I could probably change that, but, just gonna hire.
I don't have him yet, but I love Razor.
Yeah, he's great. Oh my god. When I got him, I was so happy.
HES so cute.
Honestly, let's see. It's probably a whole bunch of fighting Hilichurls here. That is kind of the main things. And I'll just do it out of... no, it's telling me. I can just teleport here. Also, I'm not gonna be ashamed to admit this. It took me a second to realize that this freaking teleporter was
When
up
did
here.
you start playing Genshin?
It's been like maybe 2 months?
Bro Samu.
Yeah, it's like been 2 months. Maybe slightly over that. But, yeah, that teleport was so annoying. I would walk around and be like, where the hell is this thing? And then realized I had to climb up the building. Yeah, no, my adventure rank
I
is
realized
a bit.
that IT was there at like AR 25.
Honestly, I think that's about right. I wouldn't be surprised about that. Because I actually... I definitely started really far in. Because, like, I ran around Liyue before, like, really doing anything. Because I think I was pretty high up there before finishing the prologue. Just from running around constantly.
The way I did my first 10 pull on AR 27, worried face, worried face, worried face. On the event banner at least.
Yeah, event banner?
I usually just spend it as soon as I get one pull.
Yeah, I was like that. I was definitely like that. Now I want to save
I am
up,
very
but
impatient.
don't worry. I completely agree. I started this
Then
going,
I
oh, I have
realized
enough.
it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. Building it up definitely helps, but you know, it's like, oh, hey, look, I have it. And you just want to do it. Of
Time
course.
to act.
Hey, hello, turtles.
10 pulls are so fun.
Rain,
They're
outline your
addicting
fate.
too, you just want to keep going.
Swift and merciful.
Down. Why not?
Keep back.
Blow up.
I taste blood.
It actually shot the dude out. That's cool.
You started playing in the end of Kazua's banner and am so mad I didn't start playing earlier.
Yeah. I started playing, but I had like nothing. No, like wishes yet, because I was very slow about it. I was kind of upset. I was there, but I couldn't do it.
No, my sword.
I got to AR-16 in like a weekish.
Yeah, there was a day I just straight up, all I did was play. And I know I went up a lot.
Spirit blade. Attack.
But you know, after these...
I was on vacation so I couldn't play for 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
I had to go outside.
That's... I go on trips like that where I can't even be on at all, so I get that. But yeah, story quests, we have, you know... I did Childs. So... We could just look here. Yeah, I have those 3 we could do. If you have a thought on what would be a better one to do, I'll go ahead and do it. how to collect this stuff for leveling characters up, because god, that takes forever.
I'm about to hit AR 38 and am dying.
Yeah. The reason why I'm going so far over 45 here, is out of pure
AR
fear.
38 in a month isn't so bad.
It really isn't.
Huh.
Just 5 opponents? Okay. I mean, it makes
It's
it
more
go
like
by
2
faster.
months, actually.
Yeah, at the start of the game, it really does, like, help you build it up fast.
Also, what are her pronouns?
Forth my blade.
I don't really care. It's always been weird answering that. Because I'm always just like, yeah, whatever.
A touch of frost.
No, my sword.
Yeah, I have.
I couldn't hear you through the gameplay. Loudly crying face, loudly crying face.
Yeah, I said I don't really care much, as, like, I've had to answer, I've been asked that a lot, and, you know, I'm just fine, whatever. Yeah, and I know, I need a...
Okay, makes sense.
probably work on sound, because, like, yeah, no, I get it. I would be talking with friends through it, and the game's just so loud, I'm like, oh, what? You said something?
Ha.
Oh, I could be... No. My characters are not good for the Spiral Abyss. No matter how much I need to do it.
Knife on us dying, so I to go loudly crying face, loudly crying face.
Water than rain.
Yeah, I get that, no.
help.
Greatly in the purchase
Oh
of these.
god, no, it's good. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no.
He'll try to join next stream. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Oh god, lightning. Another oh, it's because the Abyss Mage. I hated Abyss Mages when I first started
Whence you
playing.
came.
Rain outlines your
It's already raining. Honestly, by far is I would say this is probably one of the easiest missions. No, I take it back. The one I did right before this one's easier. But they're about the same. Same concept.
Keep back.
And then now all I have to really do is finish up the statue one. Right? Oh, because of you? Are you holding me up?
No, my sword.
Or is it just sad timing? Yeah, you're holding me up. So yeah. Trying to think of the smartest story quest to go about. Quite possibly... I want to do it in order of the ones I didn't really want to do. So I'm probably going Albedo first. Then maybe Ganyu to Zhao. Maybe.
Anything the knights can do for you?
No. I think I'm good. But...
Time to act.
Here, I am done with the cleaning. Yeah. I will do my best to help you in the future. I've already done this many times. So, I know you're gonna ask eventually again. Also, okay. What are your guys' thoughts on that one where we run into a crazy, obsessed fan of Barbara? That, like, legit freaked me out. I was like, wait. It's like we're supposed to be telling him to go away, but we ended up kind of helping him out. It was just like, oh, hey, can you, like, clean up these leaves? And we're like, sure. Ultimately, that makes him leave, but it's just so interesting. I was like, hold up. Okay, Catherine, give me my
Astra.
daily reward before Oh. My expedition. Is everyone done, or is it... Yeah, everyone's done. If Lisa's done exploring Inazuma, we're good. Everyone else should be good. Oh. Also, I actually haven't looked.
Body
Okay.
and mind.
So we have the Raiden Shogun here. Nope, something basic. Where is she? This character cannot cook. I was seeing that around, but I couldn't actually believe it. But cool, okay. If I see that around, I mean, I wish I could show you what the one in particular that got to me, but I can't. But yeah, no, okay, so I said we are going to be doing Albedo. So, yep, that one, so that would be... There we go. Now let's go talk to Sucrose. I know she's right over here, just about. Right. That she is!
Welcome. How can I help you?
Huh. Looks like Timaeus isn't here today. Customers? Oh, pardon me. Are you looking for Timaeus? No. Just strange
Actually, I
for
haven't
him to
heard her
not be
voice
around. Paimon always sees him standing here.
I see. He was called away by Albedo a little while ago. I was called over to attend to the store. I'm Sucrose, Albedo's assistant. If you have any alchemy-related queries, you could always ask me. I do my best to help.
I don't want to be like again with confidence.
Do I look nervous? My apologies. I don't get out too often. I'm usually in the laboratory where there aren't many others to talk to. If you need any help, just call my name. If not, I'll be reading a book. Over there.
Thanks. No worries. We're all clued up on the basics of alchemy, aren't we?
Hey! Aren't you the legendary
Oh,
traveler?
she
The
knows.
one who repelled Storm Terror?
They don't even charge for autographs. Sometimes,
I
like,
heard so
the
many stories about you.
choices of
Always
what you
wanted
can
an
pick.
opportunity to research you up close.
Research me.
What do you mean, research?
Sorry, don't mind me. What am I
No,
saying?
you're good. It's just...
Still,
Okay.
you'd definitely be able to help Albedo. It is you, after all.
There's that name again, Albedo. Is he also an alchemist in Mondstadt?
Have I? Like, I'm trying to think in the story so far, have I heard this name? I might not have. So I'm just gonna
Apologies.
go with...
I never introduced him. Albedo is the Knights of Favonia's chief alchemist. He's
Yeah.
also Timaeus and my teacher.
But Paimon's only ever seen Timaeus teaching alchemy.
Because
So
he's
that
probably
means
been...
Albedo is a teacher?
Busy?
Teacher?
Yes, he's dedicated himself to investigating the truth of this world, and has made many an important breakthrough. We often get alchemists coming to Mondstadt from all over Teyvat, seeking his help. They say that the subtlest of guidance from Mr. Albedo helps him to solve the most unfathomable of problems.
Wow! Paimon didn't know he was such a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Still, it seems that he's encountered a problem in his research recently. Every time I see him, he has a concerned look on his face. I'm sure that Albedo would love to hear about your incredible exploits. I know it would bring him lots of new inspiration. Albedo is a true gentleman. He'll be sure to pay you back in equal measure for helping him out.
Yeah, let's get Paimon stronger. That's exactly it.
Paimon doesn't need any help in that department. But if Albedo wants to pay Paimon back for helping him, a few mora might settle the score.
Of course.
Albedo and Timaeus will be conducting research in the mountains right now. I'd love to take you both to see him, but somebody has to attend to the store. I'm afraid you'll have to go to the entrance to the pass and look for him by yourselves. Look out for a refined gentleman with the presence of a true scholar. And... sorry. That's the best I can do. You'll have to do your best.
Hey, stop worrying. We got this.
Yeah, thanks for the help. She seems really sweet.
Sucrose is a whole lot less nervous once she gets talking about alchemy and research, huh? Is that...
True. Audio.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
I can hear you just fine, Paimon.
Anyway, let's...
I keep cutting her off. I didn't accept my commissions. Dragon Spine is just such a unpleasant place. Do I have to go? Yeah, I do. I remember when I went to get all the freaking teleporters in there. It wasn't fun. Yikes. But anyways, maybe by the end of this I'll actually suck it up and deal with everyone getting stronger. We'll also get to see how long I'm thinking here. I always start streaming something with no idea how long I intend to be on. But with any luck, it won't get abruptly cut off, like my last one. That's all I can hope for. Oh, it's Rosaria. Yeah, we've seen her in the cathedral.
Sister Rosaria! So here you are!
Oh, hey, Barbara.
Practice is about to...
I've told you already, I don't go in for that kind of thing. I've got more important matters to attend to.
Oh, but this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
I mean, sure, but...
But what? You're the event organizer, aren't you? Do you not find it the least bit odd?
What do you mean?
This far out from Mondstadt at this hour? Even if you set out right now, I'll wager you'd still miss the opening ceremony. Who knows? Maybe this is someone's grand plan to make a fool out of you.
Huh? Well, that can't be. People aren't like that.
Evidence decides what people are like, not your feelings. Maybe you're a little too trusting of other people. Don't fret, nobody's gonna blame you if you go back empty-handed. I can't imagine anyone else was delusional enough to think I was gonna show up. But if you dally any longer, you really won't make it.
You're right. It's a very important commemorative event. If I'm late, then... right, I've gotta get going. Seems like that sister's an expert in making people believe anything she wants.
I thought I heard something. Who are you and why are you eavesdropping?
better watch out. She seems like a dangerous villain. Or a
I mean,
trickster
she does
at
give
best.
off that aura.
Oh, really? I'm a member of the long-standing Favonius Church. You're
Yep.
an eavesdropping pixie from who knows where. And you think I'm the trickster?
Wait, she heard that? Paimon was whispering so quietly.
You're never
And
quiet.
as for this outlander you seem to be following... Huh. So it's you. The honorary knight that saved us from storm terror. Well then, given your status, I won't press you on your reasons for eavesdropping.
Thank you.
Otherwise, depending on your answer, I could have arrested you on the spot.
What? Do the Sisters of Mondstadt have the authority to arrest people now?
We can't go turning a blind eye to hidden dangers, can we? Why shouldn't sisters have a sense of justice?
That doesn't sound right. But Paimon can't think of a good comeback.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing in the mountains? If
I'm
it's
gonna
him
be
you're
straight up
after,
here.
I made a point of noting his tracks.
Oh.
Many people have made their way up after the snowstorm. Let's hope they're still there.
So, are you also looking for him?
No, this is just a professional habit of mine. I sensed elemental traces in these tracks. Never hurts to be vigilant.
It's true, she does seem to be acting more of a detective role, but I'm gonna go
I
with
couldn't
that.
care what you think. Come on then. I'd like to see what he's up to anyway.
Rosaria said there were elemental traces in the tracks.
Ooh,
They
okay.
should show up pretty clearly with elemental sight.
Is there fire along the way? If not,
Ready for trial.
as much as I enjoy having the Raiden Shogun on my team, I think it might be best to have someone with fire on the team.
Only when it snows like this would I prefer to be at home than in a bookstore. Where there is a well-stocked fireplace at home, while there is no fire allowed in bookstores.
Hello, guys. Nope, there they are.
You know, little pixie, your ability to appear and disappear at will is very interesting.
Yeah?
After committing a crime, you'd be able to leave the scene without a trace.
You're so suspicious. Why is Paimon a criminal in
Oh,
your
the
example?
Fatui members noticed me. No, you guys aren't allowed to see me. You're literally the worst. Oh. Okay, yeah. Track's still going this way.
It's getting colder and colder.
Oh yeah,
Rosaria,
it is.
Aren't you freezing?
Me? I'm alright. I got used to operating in adverse conditions a long time ago.
As long as he doesn't notice me.
Seems
let's
like
warm
there's
up a
more to
little bit.
being a sister in the Favonius Church than Paimon realized.
It does seem like that when it comes to her. Kept going forward. Yep. Oh. And there he is.
Is that Albedo? Why would he hang around a place like this?
The word on the street is he loves painting. He'll hang around anywhere for a good landscape. The views and scenery here are pretty good. Potential paintings everywhere you look.
But can't he see those hilly churros? Isn't he in danger? Uh-oh. Looks like we startled them. Enough
We
talk.
startled them?
Let's take them out of the picture first.
Rain outlines your fate.
What if he liked having the Hilitrils around, you know? Maybe they were scenic.
Who are you? Why did you alarm them?
Was I right?
Thank the gods I'd already completed my painting. Would have been a shame to leave these particular hilly trails unfinished.
I was just guessing.
What's up with painting hilly churls? What makes them so interesting?
I'm afraid the answer isn't easy to explain. If you'd like to have a look at my painting, it may give you a clue.
Wow, look at the detail! But some of it seems to have been done in a hurry.
You can find these hilly trails anywhere. Quite boring, in fact. Not worth closer inspection. But take a look at this specimen. The build, the coat, and there's a distinct force at work here. In the cyclical lives of such primitive communities, such unique attributes are an indication of evolution at work. Evolution, the transition from nothing into existence, from the known to the
Hold your horses. Something tells me we're in for a thesis and I haven't got the stamina. We found your man. I'm headed back.
What? Don't you have any questions for him? Hey! What
Just wanted to check in.
So Sister Rosaria brought you. Surprising. And I didn't have time to thank her. But back to the point. From her words, it seems that you were looking for me?
We met a girl in Mondstadt, Sucrose. She said you were stuck with your research.
I see. So Sucrose sent you here. Then, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the honorary knight. You've got the whole of Mondstadt talking. I've heard a bit of everything. Your actions during Storm Terror's attack, your elemental control, and quite a few other mysterious things. I'll skip to the conclusion. There's only one possibility after all. You came from afar. From another world, correct?
Correct. That was a great, bit of insight.
Excellent. If I could procure your assistance, I think my research would benefit enormously.
I would, but your research.
Forgive me. This must be confusing. Where should I begin? The essence of life?
Whoa. You want to start with that?
Gotta jump
You're
right in
right.
somewhere.
Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
You can do that?
However, I have a particular seed in my possession. The method I'm talking about has produced no results. It's like you, in that it hails from another world. Helping it to grow, to bloom. That's the problem my research is up against. That's where I need your assistance.
Well, if you're struggling to figure it out, Paimon's not sure we're gonna be much assistance.
I beg to differ. I'm unable to comprehend the intricacies of life outside of the known world. But you're not from the known world. By observing and researching you, I may just be able to find a way to get the seed to sprout.
This response makes sense based off what Sucrose said for sure.
Shall we just get out of here? This sounds a little freaky.
Mora, knowledge, and the
Paimon.
answer to the question you are seeking. It happens to be an answer that I can provide. How does that sound? Time for a change of surroundings. We should be going. There's research to do.
Is there stock? Oh, yeah, the stock is Rosaria.
Albedo and that traveler seem to have hit it off. Takes a weirdo to know one, I guess. I wonder, does this constitute a risk to Mondstadt?
So, does... Maybe she doesn't particularly like him. It could make sense because of technically they're two fields, but I don't think that would be why that's entailed. Also, thank God, I need to warm up. I'm heading in the right direction. I just have to run past some hill turtles, or I could fight them.
A touch of frost.
Smell of treasure. Strange.
Oh, this is the way I need to go anyway. So perfect. It was like, oh wait, I can do this. It was like right in front of where I needed to go. All for a common chest. I say that, no, I have to go more up and just up.
Paimon has a question. After the seed sprouts, will it grow into anything?
I don't know, but I feel the importance will lie in the method, not the endpoint. Using alchemy to awaken otherworldly life into that would constitute a big leap in my understanding of the essence of life. After awakening, even creation may be possible. Still a little difficult to understand?
No, Paimon's got a brain. But what's the seed gonna become? Isn't that more interesting than whatever it was you were saying?
Well, if it turns out to be a delicious fruit, dinner's on me.
Yay! Paimon's holding you to it.
Of course. You've seen through Paimon's ulterior motives.
Let's just say I, occasionally have to look after a child. Another lengthy explanation, I'm afraid.
Ah.
I suppose it's one of the few non-alchemy related disciplines I'm any good at. The subject of my first research was the elements. In this world, manipulating the elements requires a vision. Though I can't see anything resembling one on your person.
Don't have one.
How you're able to freely manipulate elemental power is something I'd like to ascertain. I've got a few questions in that regard. Firstly, do you have any extra organs? A second heart? A fourth stomach? Things of that nature.
I don't believe
Fascinating. And this floating child is connected to your body in some way?
What a stupid question! Can't you see the gap between us? And another thing, it's Paimon, not floating child.
I was merely considering the possibility that you were an external organ. Perhaps there is some invisible force
I
connecting
got
you.
Paimon with a fishing rod.
Oh,
I met her.
That rules out that possibility. I wonder, did Paimon guide the elemental power to you? But that would mean that Paimon's elemental power would be enough to break through a mountain rock at least 10 meters thick. Or cause the waterfall south of Springville to flow backwards. No, that definitely can't be it.
Hey, how would you know anyway?
She brought
In
us to
that
the
case,
statue, but
it
she
would
was also
appear that
just as
there's no
shocked.
obvious difference
So I
between
don't
the
know.
composition of your body and that of the humans in this world. Given that there's clearly a discrepancy in their research, it seems that only experimentation will yield the answers. Firstly, this mysterious elemental power. I'd like to examine exactly how it manifests externally. Let me lure a few slimes to the area. Perhaps you'd be able to defeat them, using whatever method comes most naturally to you.
Huh? Doesn't seem very sciencey.
Direct and clear observation are imperative to a good experiment. This is just a simple exercise. Naturally, if you require a greater challenge, we could bring in 6 Oceanids.
No.
Slimes are fine.
Yeah, we don't need the Oceanids. No. Never. As long as I'm not being batted around by Hydro Mimic.
Well,
Yeah.
Prepare yourself. The slimes will be here any moment.
Yikes, Yantei?
Invisible evidence from Boom! Incinerate!
I don't really work on Yantei much, sadly. So she's probably not the best equipped.
Rain outlines your
Swift and merciful.
Ah, yes, slimes. The one thing you can guarantee are going to be immune to the element they are. And of course. Sorry about that. Would have beat it faster if I didn't do that. Wait. There's more. Oh god. You go do that.
Motion to compel! Incinerate!
Also, this is to research me. I'm sure I'm not helping. You don't need your arm. Stop running away. More? No. Just gotta talk to him.
Great work. Did you feel anything out of the ordinary? If you're injured, I have a few
I
emergency
just felt like I was being
potions
a little
ready.
weak there.
Excellent. According to my observations, the manifestation of the external elemental flow is as expected. Elemental reactions are normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary. Now that we know that the external flow is manifesting normally, let's test the internal flow.
Internal flow? How do you test that?
It's very simple. I can use alchemy to create a potion that will extract elemental power. If the elemental power is stored or accumulated physically within your body, this potion may elicit an elemental reaction.
Will it make my stomach swirl, or will it crystallize in my stomach? Curious.
Sounds kinda terrifying.
Don't worry. In the normal course of events, you'd feel some temporary queasiness. No bodily injury.
And in the abnormal course of events?
If anything unexpected occurs, I've made the necessary preparations. Try not to worry.
Comforting, Albedo.
Well, it's not that there aren't any risks involved. But if there is anything blocking your elemental flow, we'll be able to locate it with this test. Just a warning. If an internal elemental reaction occurs for any other reason, that's a bad sign. Yes, that's an excellent way to think about it. Before we get started, the potion we'll use for the test is missing a catalyst. We'll need to find it. It's a type of ore known as star silver, but unfortunately not all of it is suitable. I'll take you to my campsite. We can gather some star silver ore on the way.
Cool.
I'll
I'm
point out
glad
any
I was
likely
grabbing some then.
contenders. All going to plan, we should be able to begin concocting the potion when we get to the campsite.
Paimon's still got a few safety concerns, but it seems like there's a silver lining. Let's keep our eyes open.
Okay, navigate further up. Switch to someone who will actually help me get the star silver.
Here, should do for catalyst purposes.
There's a book just here. Damn. Okay. It wants specific star silver, so I'll get that.
This one. Usable with a bit of polish. What luck. This should be enough. My campsite is just up ahead. I'll lead the way.
I've been this way. How did I not find that book? I must not have been paying attention or something. That's just a tragedy. But hey, I've been here too. Let's go.
This is my campsite. I've added the materials we collected to the concoction. While we are waiting, have a look over here. My assistant Tamea's here is helping me with my research. I'm guessing you may have met in Mondstadt already.
Hello! I've just gotten hold of the data from your experiment. The report is already up on the board there.
Whoa! Look at all the data! You got all these results from one slime battle?
I wouldn't call them results, inferences, and a few daring guesses perhaps. I think the most rational direction would be to expound on the phylogenetic relationship between this traveler and the slimes. Consider. You don't have a vision, but you can manipulate elemental energy. The slimes don't have visions either, yet they too are able to manipulate the elements. Following this line of thought, I'm sure we'll be able to establish a basis in fact.
Not bad for a point of entry. But strictly speaking, slimes are elemental life forms. In other words, beings consisting entirely of the elements. A cryoregisvine, or even a whopperflower might be a better analogy. But tracing back the phylogenetic relationships between plants and animals, you might have to trace back to the world's origins. In that sense, things might get difficult, don't you think?
Yes, sir. That sounds correct.
After all, we've got our primary data already. This traveler is a visitor from another world. If it turned out that he did have a phylogenetic relationship with this world... Now that really would be something, wouldn't it?
Ah, it would. Apologies. I was so excited to get the data. I'll slow down a bit next time. Speaking of data, to complete our research, we'll need some more. I'll be conducting analysis here for the time being. If you're keen for an update, just come and find me.
Great. I'll leave you to it. Looks like the potion's ready. I'll try a little first. If all goes well, I'll hand it over to you. In line with my expectations. Ready to drink. Remember to keep calm at all times. And breathe deeply if you feel unwell.
Okay. Anything in here while I'm at it? No, nothing much. But okay. Well, let's trust Albedo, I guess. You know, what's the worst that can happen? Yeah, okay. I doubt it would be put here. It's probably... Yep. Here it is. Let us use it. I always feel bad not accepting.
Heart be pure, evil be erased, mind be purged.
Okay,
world
talk to Albedo.
Tasty? You've got a funny look on your face. You said you tried some already. You sure it was ready? What happened to him?
Oh, this was the result I was expecting. And a very positive one at that. This potion channels elemental power into the body. Under normal circumstances, a repelling reaction is to be expected. But if the internal elemental flow is unimpeded, you'll only experience momentary discomfort. Once the flow is complete, there won't be any other effects.
So you knew you'd be sick and still drank some?
It was my own concoction, of course. Only natural for me to be the guinea pig. Perhaps it's just scholarly self-assurance, and it certainly speeds things up. In conclusion, I'd say we have our conclusion. As far as elemental energy is concerned, you're no different from anyone else in this world. Nothing peculiar.
Yeah, the only difference seems to be not needing a vision and, well, so far can handle multiple elements. But, okay. Interesting.
Aw, Paimon wanted something cooler to happen.
Then again, better an ordinary result than a peculiar result. Peculiar results have a tendency to be of the undesirable variety. The good thing about ordinary is that everything is an object of reference, and everyone understands you. People are the same, they can understand, empathize, encourage, and support one another. When you're sick, a doctor can diagnose you because they are you. When something goes wrong, you can ask people who've made the same mistake for their experience because you are them. But a peculiar person, they don't have much recourse for the things we take for granted. The essence of their life is fundamentally different. For example, a human can't understand the life of a pyroregisvine or an Eye of the Storm. Have I explained it clearly enough? To sum up, this has been a positive outcome. Going forward, you can use your elemental power without fear. Timaeus, the results of the new experiment are out. If you could see to collating them.
Just a moment, sir. I'll handle it. Oh, you gave me a lot to consider. Really stretched my limits. I'm thinking a lot clearer now. Having you down as an animal wasn't very precise of me, but starting with the premise of an elemental life form, now that was...
Not bad. I think it's an interesting line of inquiry. Whatever the truth of the matter, I'd like your research at the fore as opposed to my judgment.
You can count on me, sir. I'll extract a result satisfactory to all.
Is he trying to join the Knights? He's starting to sound like a suck-up. What Paimon meant to say was, that's the spirit. Mr. Albedo, say something.
Before we can proceed with our research, I need to prepare something. Wait one moment.
Prepare
If you're
something?
interested, why not have a look around? It may help to pass the time.
Okay. Okay, 3 areas to look around. Observe. Looks like an alchemy works table. Some potions and other apparatus are laid out here. Are these what Albedo used to investigate the world? I wouldn't touch anything. A board with some incomprehensible experimental reports stuck on it. Still, you could tell that progress is being made on those experiments. Okay. And a shelf packed with books and potions. Looks like the owner has a habit of reading and researching potions simultaneously.
Here comes Albedo. Let's go see him.
Okay, talk to the returning.
I'm back. Did you see anything interesting? Agreed. I'd love to find a moment to put them all in order. Still, experiments come first. Well, on with the research. There may be significant differences between different worlds. Take Tevat, for example. Here, those with visions can manipulate the elements. But worlds may well exist where only one person is able to do so. Or even everyone. So, leaving elements to one side, do you possess any unique abilities? Ones that don't exist in this world? I think answering this question calls for the same methodology as last time. In other words, time for the next experiment.
Is it gonna be slimes? It's gonna be something.
No. You shan't be required to exert quite so much effort this time around. Now, see this pillar here? Use your willpower to try and break it.
Huh? Paimon, you can do that.
Knows how to do that stuff?
Sure.
That was your
Why
best
not?
effort? Well, can't be helped, I suppose. Have you tried using your elemental power with food? I don't mean for cooking as such. Rather, channeling your power into the ingredients themselves.
No,
I'm
you have
curious
not.
to see how the taste and texture respond. It may even help with proliferation. I suppose I have a curiosity for things that others find surprising. Anyway, why don't you cook us up a sunshine sprat? I've just finished preparing the recipe.
Cooking? Paimon was looking forward to more mad scientist stuff.
Hey, cooking could be like mad scientist stuff. You don't know.
Not only is this recipe a staple for me, it's also worth experimenting with and highly nutritious.
Paimon bets you're just hungry. It does sound yummy, though. Okay, Paimon approves. Good buddies are always on the same page.
I'll leave you to it then. Looking forward to the results. If there's anything left over, maybe Timaeus can finish the last morsels.
Paimon doesn't think we'll have that problem.
So you're not going to give him any? Okay, Paimon.
How are we gonna channel elemental power into the food? Maybe try the willpower thing again. Where does it get these ideas from anyway?
Now let's see. Do I have the ingredients? Be casually like, where the hell is this? Because I'm blind. What if I don't? I don't know if I do. No, I see it. I see it. There it is. I have quite a bit. I don't know if this is a fun fact or not, but I actually didn't do the little beginner banner where they give you Noelle. I didn't do that till like after I did my first like 10 full-on the regular standard banner. Why? I don't know. I felt like it. And then I was like, I should just do this, and I did it. I don't know if I actually got anyone else with Noelle. I think the first one was just straight up Noelle, and I don't remember how the second one went. But still got ingredients, because I need to make 3 more. Since I had the ingredients, I figured I may as well.
Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
You know, I want to listen to Albedo, even though he doesn't explain some of his thoughts in a way we can easily understand it, but you know, it's okay.
That was fast. Looking forward to testing the results.
I think he was just hungry. Anyways, here, you can have one.
An average outcome experimentally, but you've really brought out the flavor. You seem well versed in the science of gastronomy.
Thank you. I'm sure someone would be very happy you said that.
As far as the proliferation hypothesis is concerned, we've come up short. Seems like food presents the same headaches in your world as it does ours. Unless... could it be that the natural laws of this world are limiting your unique abilities?
We just didn't know how to channel elemental power into the food. It's a little more complicated than adding herbs and spices, you know.
Not to worry. At least we put some food to good use. No need to feel disheartened. And here's your portion. Enjoy. I can box it up if you like.
Woohoo! Thanks! Glad you were paying attention.
I can tell that you're good friends. Paimon was keeping an eye on you and your safety during the whole experiment. Not that Paimon would have been able to do much if things had gone wrong. But anyway.
Once again, thanks for the vote of confidence. Not terrifying at all.
Hey! You were being nice a second ago! But you do have tasty recipes, so Paimon forgives you.
Would you have forgiven him if I had, let's say I died and you got that tasty food. Would you have forgiven him? Come on.
And you're right, we are good friends. You have good friends too, right? Good students?
Yes. I'm fortunate too, I suppose. Anyway, moving on to the next experiment. There are all manner of alchemical items here. Keeping them in their proper place is a challenge at the best of times. A while ago, I had the misfortune of misplacing a batch. I managed to retrieve the majority, but 2 vials have been evading me. Animal crystal fly elemental extract and electrohypostasis powder.
Paimon's barely finished eating and you want us to go gathering again?
Don't worry if you can't locate them. I was planning to replace them anyway. Though finding them would save me the hassle. If you had, say, a superpower, like night vision or vibratory sensing, lost property would be a thing of the past. I must have dropped them somewhere in the area where you were looking just now.
So, guess we'd better take a look.
I have to look for your stuff?
Oh yeah! You could use elemental sight!
This area? What would it be? Like, yeah, so it would be in here? Maybe? It just sits somewhere in this area, so... That's... nice.
The extract of an animal crystal fly can only be animal elemental energy, right?
That way.
This has gotta be it! This must be
There we go.
electrohypostasis powder!
Wasn't that difficult.
Goodness, you managed to find them. Incredible. 1,000 thanks. I'm wondering, this elemental sight, this is what allowed you to locate the items and find me here on the mountains, correct?
Yep! Guess it does sort of count as a superpower, huh?
Unfortunately, though elemental sight is seldom seen, it is not unheard of in Teyvat. Only a never-before-seen otherworldly power would be of benefit to my research.
You mean, we failed again?
Don't be disheartened. This falls entirely within my expectations. Besides, getting these items back, I'd call this a very worthwhile experiment. I have to commend your deduction that the items would contain elemental traces. Right then. Up until now, our research has focused on your otherworldly identity. Our research on your identity as one of us is just beginning.
As one of us. I can't fault you. How do I get off this train? No, I'm here. I'll keep powering through.
In
Let's
essence, the differences between humans are reflected in our intellectual and physical capabilities. Let's start with physical. Looking out from where we're standing, can you see what Sucrose is doing?
Not at all.
And if you jumped from here and landed on that cliff, the one over there, could you see her then?
Most likely no.
So what about if you planted a single blow on the mountain face here, and it burst into 1,000,000 fragments? Then could you see her? Then I shouldn't get too excited. Still, we'll gain a more thorough understanding with an experiment. I know of a location that will be perfect for a physical test. Please, follow me.
Okay. Is it further up? It looks further up. Okay. This is why I put Yanfei, though I feel like Amber Yoimiya would have been a little bit better, because this can actually aim at it. Oh, I still have to fight this guy. You know what? Mistakes will be made. Let's go.
Time for your arraignment.
Okay. I forgot how terrifying these guys were. Oh. Oh, ouch. Don't know how I managed to dodge that.
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack!
This guy would probably be around level 70 or something. I bet, with actually being caught up with where I should be. Oh, no, 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 that's such a cheap move. I hate it when any of them do that. That's so rude. No.
Incinerate.
Swift and merciful.
Okay. He's down. Thank you for the drops. Is that not a physical test?
Empty chest. Good for storage.
Okay. I always walk by here and just never fight him. All the way up there, so I need to... You know what? May as well. Let's see. What's the next one of these? I don't know. I can climb up here. Not much of a big deal. Cafe. Like that. Light it. Thank you. Did it without catching her on fire this time too. Progress. Trying to think as I'm doing this, what would be like the best schedule in the world? Because I do plan on doing this more. Guaranteed, but
You want us to jump from up here?
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed into my comparative analysis.
The opposite side of the lake. So, we're gonna be swimming?
Without limitations, we complete tasks intuitively, using the method that seems most rational to us.
so try not to freeze to death.
Some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. Others might find the whole thing rather refreshing. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, every detail is invaluable to the research. Then if you would, please, I eagerly await the results.
Wait a minute. While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me?
More gliding.
Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh!
How did I miss
Forget
it?
Paimon said anything.
Sad. I don't... fine, go swimming. Oh my god, it's a fishing spot! I really like the fishing aspect.
I ride on wind
Hello?
and cloud alike.
Can I go fishing real quick? I imagine that actually going fishing is required for over here. It is, exactly. Cool, cool. I'm sorry, this is... I actually really like this, feature. Maybe I need to get that guy. Let's try. It's not looking in this direction, sadly. Maybe, okay, no, I don't think that's gonna be a good cast. So let's... There we go.
Steady now, it's the final stretch.
There we go.
That was a tough fight.
If I do recast, does that guy take this? Okay, close. So I think he possibly... Yes. I'm here, I may as well.
You got it! Whoa, nice catch!
Wasn't the most difficult thing in the world. Let's talk to Albedo.
Great work. I've never seen a performance quite like it. Your reputation precedes you, Traveler. The data shows that you're easily outperforming the average citizen in Mondstadt.
But you followed us the whole way without breaking a sweat!
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. But anyway, if it turns out that the natural laws of Tavad do not affect you, I should be able to make various inferences about the otherworldly civilization you belong to. If the natural laws of Tavad do affect you, then I shall be able to make inferences into the kind of evolution that would occur under the absence of such effects. The innumerable possibilities that this could present, the captivating insights, it would be something to savor again and again.
But how does this help your research?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. When we return to the campsite, I should be able to show you something interesting. I may be about to make some analogies between you and a few unusual specimens. I hope you won't be offended.
I don't think I will.
Petrified trees, a sun 8 times the size of our own. The essence of the investigative process is enthralling, but such feelings are inevitably fleeting in nature. I'm willing to pour all my energy into research, and yet specimens are finite. As the unknown transitions into the realm of scientific understanding, the feeling of enlightenment is lost. All these things that start out as objects of fascination end up possessing the prosaic mundanity of a sunsetia or a sweet flower. They cease to be noteworthy.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to paint those hilly turtles? Because you got to see something new and interesting in the differences between them?
Precisely. To quote my exact words from earlier, these creatures are, for the most part, quite boring, not worth closer inspection. There is precious little about them that serves to pique my curiosity now.
So after all these experiments, are we gonna be, like, boring to you? Like some basic draft of a sketch?
Of course not. You have been of great assistance to me, and I will remember this friendship for a lifetime. Now, before we head back to the campsite, there's one more experiment. Intelligence. Follow me. There are some other ruins nearby.
Time to head to this place, further away. My poor AR rank. I'm just keeping it hold up. I swear it will make sense that I went this way, even though I have to fight that guy, that's why it's still a fucking blizzard. I'm sorry. stamina's out. Can I afford to stand still for a second? Because... I forgot there are things that I recently made, so I'm like, oh, something say new. Because they are. What I'm looking for is goulash. Oh, I forgot I made some of those. I might not find it. It's so, yeah, it's very bottom. Cool. I just know I'm gonna freeze if I don't, so let's just... Oh. Look at that. Something going on just right down there. Now I imagine gotta land here real quick.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few conundrums during your travels. I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities, much as we did for the physical test.
I don't know if written tests are the better option, huh?
I'd like you to explore these ruins and return with your findings. There are 2 puzzles located at the far ends of the ruins. After completion, you should be able to activate the mechanism in the center. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. Everything you do is an action I wish to observe. Remember that this is a test of intellect. So should you get lucky in any way, that won't be factored in as part of the test. So, let's see you in action. Start wherever you like.
Wherever I like?
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
I'm not being fast enough. So maybe... Ah, I see. There's multiple. Challenge completed.
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
So I did the actual, like, kind of puzzle part first, and then now I just need to, you know, follow the Sealy wherever the heck they want to take me. Oh.
Motion to compel. Incinerate. Motion to compel.
Okay, where's the other one? Would it be up here, maybe? I doubt it's gonna be anywhere, like, extremely far away. This at least lets me look around. Damn, I said it's not gonna be anywhere far away. That's not far away, but... definitely farther than I thought it would be. Well, let's just go. I know, the quest is right behind me. Don't worry. We just gotta get us Sealy's help. Oh! Hi. Hello. I did not... Ah, I'm so sorry, Razor.
Inadmissible evidence! Keep back!
Throw him in water. Alright. Now then. Back to climbing up here. Was not expecting an abyss mage, but I should have saw it coming.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out. Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. We should be able to see what's in the water now. Let's have a look.
It's all connected, huh? Well, let's go.
What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to a script of some kind. They can be found all over Teyvat, but they've never given up their secrets. There's still a lot to learn about them. And as for why they should ever have come to rest here, a true mystery. Let me make a copy first. I'll make time to go over them in greater detail after our research.
Another thing for the don't understand list. Unsolvable mystery this, weird experiment that. It'd be nice to get some cool results for once. Seems like if you want the reward, you gotta pay the price.
I've truly gained a lot from all this. Comparatively, the little reward I can offer is too small to mention. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the result of all this brain ache. Unless you can think of anything better to do, let's head back to the campsite.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
Oh, you finally decided to show yourself, huh?
You didn't leave the mountain?
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed everything that you and Albedo have been up to. I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? Drinking anonymous potions? Participating in all kinds of strange experiments? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive. Or perhaps, you were colluding from the beginning.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you, Outlander.
And? Okay, keep going.
I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more sinister.
Transformed me. The only thing we've really done is had that potion, which he had some himself. Everything else has been some other type of test.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it! And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy!
With an alchemist of his level, you wouldn't sense a thing. In any case, I'm not about to let a potential threat back into Mondstadt.
So, what are you gonna do?
I've gotta hand it to you. You have your moments. If I can be sure that nothing you came into contact with is dangerous, that's good enough for me. I've investigated everything else. The only items left on the agenda are these symbols.
So you're saying he... Okay, let's go.
We don't even know what they mean.
That much is true. Not to mention, seems like there's nothing more to them. But for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. This is now a location of interest. Regular patrols should be set up here. Now then, all things considered, I deem that you pose no immediate threat.
Thank you.
Which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on your account.
You would have chosen to do it.
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's gone. So stubborn.
By trusting Sucrose, we decided to trust Albedo.
Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that.
There's probably more to it, for sure.
Never mind her. Let's go see Albedo.
Like, there definitely has to be more to it, but it's just very interesting. Anyways, hey dude, what's up? Sorry for the hold-up.
You're back. Good timing. I've just about reached the conclusion. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way back? I wouldn't worry. She's just doing her job. Time for the results. We got a myriad of data today, and it was very difficult to finish all the research in one go. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that just by looking? We spent all day working our butts off for that?
Please, I understand that this may have seemed self-evident to you, but in fact, nothing in this world should be taken for granted. Have you ever considered that the world of Teyvat may have a natural hostility to Outlanders? I mentioned the natural laws of this world. You're able to converse with me here without consequence, and nothing seems amiss. But it's arguably a small miracle. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects of Teyvat's natural laws, it isn't even able to sprout, let alone bloom. But after I observed you, I had another idea. Imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, and now to fruition. Is not nurturing otherworldly life also nurturing the world itself? It would seem that that's as far as we go. A transient bloom of incomparable beauty. Life's proudest achievement.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed forever, and it didn't even have any fruit.
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how long it stays with us. Even a momentary burst is precious. A short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily one unburdened by loneliness. So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
This is really interesting.
Things feel a little heavy right now. Don't be sad. You've got Paimon to look after you. Albedo, Paimon really wants to be your friend.
Thank you both. Even if dispelling loneliness is not essential for life, it certainly doesn't hurt. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom.
So I'm a helpful specimen.
I mean that the time I've spent traveling with you in the mountains was a valuable journey for me. In the future, if the need arises, can I solicit your help again? Well, glad I can count on you. I made a point throughout of telling him how ordinary the results were. But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been there. What could it mean? Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt.
Okay.
Destroy everything. Can I rely on you to stop me?
Very interesting. Trying to think what I can for sure make from that. 60 primo gems. Yeah. Oh yeah, I still have one. I totally didn't. I should have more than that, but couldn't help myself. Yep. Anything good before that, though? Oh, well, yeah, Chi-Chi and Yoimiya. Still amazed that I got her first try, though. Totally expected to lose another 50-50. Hey! I don't have to be in the mountain anymore, so I don't need to be dealing with you. But I guess speaking of that, what do I have to do? Like, where do I have to go? Oh, I could try doing this. I forgot about this event almost entirely. I don't think I played this almost at all yesterday.
I smell rabbit.
Yeah, I didn't. So I could try that. I could also start the Archon quest. I could actually do that. That's Ganyu for sure. And that'd be Zhao. Maybe so what I'm thinking is I'm probably gonna go about doing this as we're going Ganyu, and once Ganyu's done, maybe I'll go over to the Archon quest. I could always just actually cut it off, like, now to leave something for next time? Because I don't want to start off with super long streams. I do very much so plan to stream for as long as physically possible, whenever I can. It's just, I don't... It's so new that I feel like, you know, as much as I know, like, from my time at streaming stuff to YouTube, like, I know I can do it, but it's best to have a better schedule set about it than to just, you know, head first into it. Also, I'm running out of bait. Like the other types, obviously not, the standard. I scared it. I scared it! Oh. I'm terrible. I didn't scare that one, though.
So close, so close! Whew, that was a tough fight!
Not really, Paimon. But I mean, if you want to give it a shot, you can. Damn. I swear I'm better at this. How would I know? Very new.
You've got it! You got it! What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Also, I love how, like, she's just like, yes, is it another Paimon? Yes. Every other fish I get is a Paimon. Meaning I have, like, an army of Paimons. Quite terrifying.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
I honestly wanted to scare those two. That one's calm, so...
Victory is almost ours! Whew, that was a tough fight!
Is it... Also, like, I briefly looked through the achievements. There's one that says catch a fish that only shows up at night. I'm very curious.
Whoa, nice catch.
As to if I can get them to show up. Stop fishing for a second? Sure. I'm just gonna catch that last fish anyways. And it is nighttime. It definitely is. So you know, if a fish was gonna show up, it probably would have.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Let's hunt.
I wasn't expecting much, but you always gotta give it a try. It's like, doesn't hurt. Anyways, let's not scare you, please. Thank you.
Victory is almost ours.
Where's the other fishing spots? I really need to get the fishing spots into my head, so I know where all of them are. Yeah, we stop fishing because there's no more right now, and go to my map. Also, I know I, like, don't stay on the map long. These are shrines over here. Like, if anyone's noticed, like, shrines, and I sometimes use them to mark, like, where some of the, Animoculus were, or Geoculus, you know. Like, if I haven't gotten to them yet, that's where all that is. Honestly, I swear my map's a bit of a mess, but I try. But I think the other one was over here. It really wasn't that far, I think. Was it up here? It was up here. Look at the— oh my god, these guys look cool. I don't think I have bait though. Let's try this. Which one does that one? That one looks cool. And I want it. Let the battle begin.
So close, so close. Stay cool.
I'm trying, Paimon. I'm trying.
What is it? What is it?
No one would
Is
know
it
this,
another Paimon?
but this genuinely feels like when I streamed Persona 5 on YouTube, because you know of the baseball you could do. I legit sat there and did that for just a good old minute because I thought it would be great. Maybe yeah, that guy's going further and further away. Come back. Pay attention to me. You're the one I want. I'm probably gonna catch that guy. Maybe. Yeah. A catch is a catch, even though it's not the one I wanted.
Steady now. It's the final stretch.
Done.
That was a tough fight.
Was it something I needed to catch? If I scare him, maybe he'll actually move to where I can reach him. Come on. This might not be the right bait. I'm just going for anything, really. He looks... No? That's not right? No, don't look away. Here. Is that good? No? Try basic again? Trial and error? Yeah. You look so cool, so please. Ooh! Wow. That went into the red so fast.
You've got it! You got it!
Someone tell me why this is probably one of the hardest ones I've done. It's moving around so much, but I got it. I got it.
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
The last one, just a basic one. You see what I mean? Look, it's so like such a good start. And the other one, it was like right off the bat red. It was like, no. I can't accept this. It's not a mining area. The pin. There we go. Maybe one more location? It was the area around Springvale. I found others, I probably could do Inazuma. Yeah. Like I said, I do plan on doing the Archon quest live. So I'll probably be able to do stuff in Inazuma a little bit more. Because while I've explored it quite a bit, there's so much I still actually need to look into, pay attention to. The fish present, I got them all. It just takes a lot to get stuff from the people.
Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
Paimon, I don't want to get these fish for you to eat them. Okay, you know, what if I want them to be pets?
Wow, Paimon's stomach is rumbling already!
Yeah, stop fishing. I need to save my stuff till I can make a little bit more. But yeah, the reason... Honestly, I just wanted a chill way to end it off. And then I'm just gonna go and start, like, walk over to Ganyu, and then that's how it will end off. Like, we just go into the start of Ganyu's thing. She was really cool from the bit we saw of her in Liyue. Because it's either we start, the Ganyu stuff, or I quickly check out the event, because I haven't done that at all. And you, how much more stuff do I have to collect to get anything from you? Oh, I have enough for things! Thank you, I really... Can I get this fishing rod? Now all that's left is this fishing rod, which I'll get eventually. The reason I'm happy to have gotten that... I also have this teleporter. Just sitting there. Firework note. Oh yeah, thank you, Yoimiya. That's nice. Yikes, it's so early in the morning, you hear the chickens. I don't know if you guys do, but I sure did. Make this. I'm running short on literally everything. Now, is this here? A common joke will be I'm blind. Which, you know, I'm not exactly wearing my glasses, so not completely wrong. Yep, this is a good amount. Okay, yeah, I can make a ton of these without care. Now I don't have to worry about running out, I guess. Because, you know, I got the bait. I do need these flowers for someone. But, you know, I'm planning on running around Inazuma anyways. So, you know, I am bound to find more. We're gonna be good. It's all gonna be in the clear, and nothing's gonna be bad. And yeah, I think we're good. I need these too, but... Oh. Like 11 of these. Because... Okay, so I need 2 more? Never mind. So yeah, I need 2 more of those. Yeah, we have to fight some thunder manifestations at some point. And just, once again, I really need materials. So... it's worth it, but Razor uses quite a bit of stuff, along with Chongyun and Shinsho. Soon to be Yanfei. So, that's the matter of why I probably need to just binge stuff one stream or something like that, you know? Because it's definitely not easy. I was going up, so where? Yep. Also, I have someone who can... I just got her. I wasn't thinking. May as well. I'm gonna need stuff eventually. But yeah, no. Over to the UA. Oh! I completed this? And I know what Primo Gems look like. That looks nice. Yeah, that was definitely nice. But yeah, Catch a Fish only comes out at night for the first time. Oh, so I've caught 10 fish. Like, 10 types of fish. Scattered page from Inazuma, and 10 times while always staying in the ideal zone. Yeah. Got some work to do, but we're definitely going with it. We're definitely thriving, I guess. Well, let's go. We can't quite keep her waiting forever. I've unlocked the ability to do her quest for, like... That was a mispress. But she's been ready for a while. Ooh, old habits die hard. I so want to collect silk flowers right now. The one thing I've just learned in general is, like, whenever you're near something you know a character you have needs, anytime you see it, grab it. Like, there were so many times where I would sit there and realize, oh, I don't have enough of this or that. Like, in regards to, like, Core Lapis in particular, too. Violet Grass. Things of that nature. I just had to find so much of them that I now am like, oh, hey, look, this is the usual area where I grab all this stuff, you know? Let me just go and do that. Who cares what I was just doing? And that could totally be a habit of that I just have. Because, yeah, I think my daily thing is commissions. After commissions, run around, gather materials, maybe fight some bosses. And, you know, now that I actually have story to play again, work on the story. Yeah, you know, that's why when I caught up, I was like, oh, sad. Because once I actually got through the prologue, everything went so fast. Also, for fun, I wanted to see what it was like to do it for, you know, free. Because, you know, I mentioned early on that pulling is addictive. So I did sadly put money into it. But, you know, I wanted to see what would have happened if I had to start all the way from the ground up. And so my other account totally does not have these people. It might have Yanfei. I don't remember. But it definitely doesn't have Shincho, Razor, or Chongyun. And it's sad. Okay. A little painful.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yue High Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
Oh no. From the little time we got to see her, I can imagine it's a lot more than that. I would never have assumed it differently.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
Okay.
We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Yeah, gotta get that overtime, I guess.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there.
Let's see. Let's run into her, like, once. Hopefully. Maybe she won't be there. That's why I say hopefully. Why? I can just go around. What am I doing? Ooh, it's a flower. Okay, yeah, they expect me to come from that side, it looks like. Maybe? It's just a location. I know for a fact there was like Eyes of Storms here, like just camping the area out, and I never fought them. Look for objective in this area? Is she like down here? The music is cutting out. Maybe I'm in a different location, that's why. Yeah. Is she like down there?
Huh? The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
We found Ganyu? Ah, she's up there. I couldn't see her, but I'm glad you could.
Ganyu, here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Left the human world?
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back!
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well.
Are you sure that's what that meant, though?
I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Oh, hey there.
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Chat about old times or get along. None of these normally matter. Normally.
Ah, a matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
Okay. That must have sucked,
though.
though.
The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
That could be scary.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive!
Paimon, I would not get
so?
sassy about it.
But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Juyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it.
I would love to hear it.
Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. but perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Joyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But, just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Joyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Joyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong.
Yeah, that's sad. I get where she... I get it. That's... But yeah, no, Paimon's telling the truth there. They definitely were not trying to get rid of her.
Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Joyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then!
Okay. While, you know, there's not really a reason to stop, I think I should. Realistically speaking, I feel like maybe it's best. I got the daily stuff done. If I do stream more later today, not a guarantee. Sometimes I may say things and they don't happen, so sorry about that one. My YouTube channel has learned. I do my best, but it recently hasn't been as consistent as days have passed. You know. Back then I had literally nothing else to do. Yeah, I was still deep in my senior year of high school, but I definitely still feel like I had more time to do stuff than now. It's weird. But yeah, no. Thank you to anyone and everyone who stopped by. I will definitely be doing this more later, and I'm sorry if I cursed, by the way. I don't think I ever said it. Once again, YouTube hears me say sorry about it quite a bit, but I don't think I actually once said it here, so felt I needed to interject that, because I try not to, but it does not always work out. I never noticed these statues. Anyways, I'm gonna grab this flower, and then that will be that. You know what would make it even greater, though? If there was a bit of violet grass. That makes everything better. There might be. Wait. How far down? Like how I'm all like, I'm getting off. Violet grass? And that's what keeps me here. To be fair, once again, it's pretty hard to find. Maybe not for most people, but I don't always actually pay attention enough to know. So, I probably missed it. I'm sad. I mean, would it be cooler to end it off with something nice, though? Like maybe something like a boss fight? Even not like... would it be interesting? I want to do Inazuma, so maybe I won't do the thunder manifestation.
Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits.
I feel like that should just be in its own thing.
Yeah, my blade.
So I'm probably just gonna go fight the electric hypostasis and possibly
Empty
Ocean.
chest. Good for storage.
It's not the nicest to fight, but it's doable, so I'll do it. Oh. It just leads me to the other side. I never paid attention to that before, I guess. I do travel by teleporter quite a lot, now that I have all of them in this area, so... Makes perfect sense. Sorry, Ganyu, I'm definitely going to be coming for you, though. Because I do not want you to feel lonely. That truly sucks that that is the situation. Because they definitely respect her, but maybe they just don't know how to approach her, or maybe it's because of how, like, into work she is that they feel like maybe it's just not a good idea, which once again just comes down to maybe they don't know how to approach her. But yeah, let's see, we're just gonna quickly go down a stream of this, and yeah, meaning I probably won't get back on, at least stream-wise today. Possibly will tomorrow. Will it be this? I don't know. I definitely plan to be back and forth between this and Overwatch. Just a heads up. Not going to be just guaranteed Genshin. I want to go back and forth because I do get in the habit of just sticking to one and like really getting burned out on it. And I don't really want that to happen with either of the two. So, that's just gonna be it in that regard. Now, hey dude. Oh. Going for a punch? You know what? Yeah. One stream straight up. So I'm terrified of the fire cube. And I haven't fought the water cube yet. Yes, water cube. So that, you know what I mean. I don't need to explain myself. I just feel like I do because I can't use electricity on him, but Razor just hits harder. I say as I do it. But Razor hits harder than Chungyun, so try switching to him. Ooh. Now's my chance.
No, my sword!
One with my blade! Submit for judgment!
Yep. Scary. I can't wait for when I get the adventure rank ascension up, because me trying to do boss fights immediately after that, I am like genuinely terrified. Like, it takes me a good little while to feel comfortable to even consider fighting anyone, even things like this.
Objection!
Ah! No! I sacrificed her.
One with my blade.
Who am I kidding? I'm actually usually really good about that. I don't know why I let her die. I guess even with like simpler bosses, I don't talk a lot, so I can put my full attention into it. So that could be it.
A touch of frost.
Please. Thank you. Damn. Got actually really unlucky with what it dropped. But okay. On to Cryo Regisvine and then Oceanid. And then maybe next time I go on a boss fighting spree, if I'm not in Inazuma, if I'm in Inazuma, I'm gonna suffer and deal with only Inazuma bosses. I'm probably gonna, if people are curious on how terrified I am of the wolf, maybe I'll do the wolf. And then I'll definitely do the Liyue ones, which is the Primo Geovishap and just the Pyro Regisvine over here. But I'm just gonna do the ones that are closest to Mondstadt, which is like my home base. Meaning I'll probably get my daily commissions done before getting on, possibly. I don't know, I just feel like there's such an easy way to like quickly go, oh yeah, that's how I play this game real quick. And then, you know, deal with it. Also, autopilot. Jesus, it's this way. Now then. Because I do need stuff for Yanfei. As you can see, she's still level 70. But compared to the others, she's actually much more well off, even. So, she's doing good in her own way.
Motion to compel.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power.
This plant was probably the first boss I ever felt the most comfortable fighting.
Keep back.
I felt so confident. You can see it's actually hurting my poor characters.
Spirit Blade! Attack!
He's not immune to it. Ouch.
Motion to compel. Incinerate. Wrap up a flame.
Rain outlines your fate.
Yep, there we go. It's kind of why I want to do the Oceanid, because I knew this would be a quick fight. This right here is great news. Thank you. Sadly no chunks, though. I've just come to accept that that's probably going to be the hardest part for me, actually, to get. Because until their levels go up, they're not the scariest to fight. I say that while cringing, because they're still occasionally scary. I'm mainly talking about the Oceanid. The Electro-Hypostasis and the Cryo-Regisvine and Pyro-Regisvine are honestly the easiest bosses. I don't talk about this freaking Cryo-Hypostasis. This thing, I fought it once. Honestly, if there's anything that will make me cringe, it's having to fight this guy. Which I actually kind of have to if I want to do anything with Alloy. So if you guys ever truly feel like making me go through some suffering, request for me to fucking deal with this cube. That is probably going to kill me, and that's... yeah. So yeah, no. Now you know the number one way to,
you call me.
Make me suffer. Now I don't want to put Yanfei against the thing. I'm sorry, you might die to this, but better off than a lot of people, so...
The campaign begins.
I'm gonna try going in, and she's also not that well built. I use a ton of Claymore people, and so pole arms were not exactly on my mind when it came to, like, thinking of good materials. Actually, and to play this smart, because the Oceanid sometimes just gets really good hits in that, like, screw me over, I'm gonna put items on. I don't want to put anything crazy on, but it is nice to have things. Time to rediscover why I honestly hate fighting this thing.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa.
A big fool, but I have my main team, so I think I can do good.
Pure water can take on many forms.
Who am I fighting?
In this way,
shall
water deliver your punishment. The power of water.
No problem.
Is its
What's
ability
next?
to take any shape.
I may sound confident. I'm definitely not. Oh. These guys aren't the worst.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply...
There's specific ones that I really don't like seeing, and yes, so far so good. But not halfway yet, so...
The power of water.
Should I pull her out? She has, like, no health compared to other people. They combine people I'm cool with, and people I'm not so cool with. Oh god, Razor. Yikes.
One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
Oh, the crab.
There is no escape!
Yeah.
Inazuma shines eternal!
This frog's actually relatively annoying.
Illusion shatter!
Oh! I tried switching, I'm sorry. I knew that would happen to her. I knew.
Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. I can rest you. It'll heal her a little bit. Okay. We're so close, you know? There's a little bit of casualty, but it's okay.
Is its
Still not good at using her.
Take any shape.
She's definitely fun, but... Ah, another frog.
Submit for judgment.
Oh god, holy shit. Don't get me wrong, these guys do a shit ton of damage.
From whence you came, swift and merciful.
There is as long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will exist forever.
Cool, cool. Thank you. I just got really unlucky with the lightning prisms then, because I got 3 from the past 2 things I fought. No chunks though, once again, so... I guess I didn't get lucky in that sense, but, you know, after she died, you know, no one else did. I just got really temporarily unlucky. Yeah, you really gotta store up materials for them. I'm so close. You see that? The only thing I'll need are these gemstones. And then I can, well, also need to reach AR rank 50, but, you know, it's... I'm not really looking forward to the AR rank 50 part, but, you know, being able to actually get these characters up there in that level is actually so cool. Because it's a struggle at some point to really level up these characters. Oh, Oh yeah, because I was gonna say, why is he one less than Shang Yun? Working on it. But yeah. That's definitely gonna have to be it. Next time... Do you think I can actually ascend her? Wait. That would be a nice way to end it. Actually accomplished in some way. So I need some gold raven insignias and chunks. I don't know if I'll be able to make any. Or enough, at least. I think I possibly can make one. I don't mess with the fire stuff too much. It's raining here. So uplifting. Oh, I'm walking past it. Sorry, it's early in the morning for me. So if I seem a little slow in that regard. I can only make one. That's no fun. I needed like 2 or 3, right? Let's see if I can at least make some insignias. I can. Okay, I'll just collect more. I never remember to check this. Yeah, let me guess. Sucrose. Let's make 16 of these. Remember to switch it to sucrose this time. Give me a bonus. Man, no, I don't have any materials for Yanfei, I guess, in that regard. I have quite a few fire people, so yeah, I need 2 more of these. I just need 3 more. But you know, it's good. We have enough for her, and next time we see her, we'll get her past 70. And that'll be all nice. You know, once again, thank you all for stopping by. Next time, we'll finish it up with Ganyu. We'll quickly do Zhao. And then I think that would be us moving on to the Archon stuff. And depending on how that goes, that will probably determine either how the rest of that stream goes or how the next stream will go. I don't know. I will come up with things. If you guys find some like weird way to think of like torment, like making me actually ascend my world level up another notch, let me know. I definitely enjoyed the fun interaction at the beginning of this. First time, really. So, if I was awkward, that's why. But you know, signing off once the bird lands on the Archon's hand. As terrifying as she is, I love that. But yeah, no. I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for stopping by. Bye-bye.